Hi there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and advice by the end of the session. All right, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, so let's do Aquarius. The Tower, the Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and Upright. What did she do? What are your challenges? Let's see. Already in the past. Aquarius, so this person's overall energy, they have the Tower, they have the Ten of Swords, and they also have the Three of Pentacles in up opposition. So something shocking just came or happened to them. It's either something that you did to them, either something that you said to them, or something that they have known about you. It could be either way, but this hurt, it really does came to them like that Tower moment. I feel that at some point in the past, this person had like a little bit of an expectations of what you would do towards them. However, due to what's just currently happened, this person is right now in pain and trying to distract themselves by diving deep into their work so that it would distract them from their pain. Now, here's the funny part, Aquarius, that even though they feel that the circumstances between the both of you are stacked against them, something here is getting in between disconnections. It could be their job, it could be distance, it could be their schedule, it could be their children, whatever that may be, but there's a circumstances here that is blocking disconnections from becoming very, very healthy in the now. And this person is aware of that. However, this person is also unable to stop thinking about you heavily with the Four of Swords in reverse here. Now, your challenges here, Aquarius, you have the Hermit card in upright position, and you also have the Queen of Pentacles in upright position. Your challenges has a lot to do with you. The thing is that when we're in love with someone, when we have deep emotions with someone, it's very easy to just believe whatever it is that they're throwing at us, okay? Instead of just kind of like sitting back or kind of like create some space or distance between the both of you, and then kind of like reflect whether or not their actions match their words. Because I feel that there's something here about their actions that once you really take a step back, detach just a little bit and be reflective over their words towards you, their actions basically doesn't work. Something about their actions, something about them probably being less consistent, being less persistent, or you unable to trust them, that you would come to realize once you start doing this hermit process, okay? When you're just thinking, analyzing everything, and so on and so forth. So in the past, this person was the Fool card and the Emperor card in up opposition. From your side, you have the Three of Wands in up opposition and also the Four of Pentacles in up opposition. So this person in the past was very heavily onto you. You might be dealing with an Aries, or you might be dealing with a fellow Aquarius or a Virgo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But this person was so into you. It's like they were there even before you were there yet. When you were still skeptical of this person, it almost seems as if like, yeah, you know what? Like, I actually want you so much, Aquarius. Like, it was like that. Okay. But then after some times, you're starting to realize that this person could be quite selfish. Emperor is more like things needs to go within my own timeline. Things needs to go within my own schedules and whatever it pleases me. So because they're starting to show that side of them, you're starting to withdraw here with the Four of Pentacles in up opposition. So in the now, this person is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and also the Four of Swords in reverse. So this person is now, you know, as I was saying earlier, there's a circumstances here that is not really supporting this connections to become better yet. And also at the same time, this person now starting to remember Well, because they're hurt right now. So they're kind of like trying to remember the bitter memories of the connections that both of you shared, probably the bad traits that you possibly could have. So they're remembering all of those stuff. But again, the way in which they do that, it kind of like made them unable to stop thinking about you guys. I feel that you guys are very, very certain in your position. You want a long-term and serious type of relationship that involves two people standing on a same equal position or level, instead of one person is the boss and the other person is a subordinate. You really wanted it to be equal, on an equal level. You want this person to understand where you're coming from. So you do have feelings for this person. You still have unwavering devotions and loyalty towards this person. However, you're standing strong. Hierophant is ruled by Taurus. Taurus are quite stubborn. So I think you're kind of like standing stubbornly in this position of yours here, Aquarius. So before we clarify the present card, let's now pull some future card for you, okay? You want this person to be more committed to you. You want this person to be a little more equal to you, I would say, okay? Let's see in the future. So you're just kind of like, so this person right now can't stop thinking about you, but I don't see any type of actions in the now. We're going to clarify, but to be honest with you, with this card, I don't see any actions in the now. In the future, this person kind of like still waiting. I feel that this person feels that it's supposed to be you who does that first towards them. But I feel that in the future, there is this realizations from your part that like, oh my God, like I love this person so much. And you would be feeling that you were taken for granted, I would say. Or it was like, maybe I was too gullible. That's what I was hearing. So in the future, you guys are going to be focusing a lot more on bringing back balance into your life. I think when this thing happening between the both of you, you kind of like neglected some part of yourself. It could be your health, it could be your work, it could be your family, it could be your friends, or any other type of obligation. You neglected it, and now you're like, okay, I'm not getting my wish fulfillment from this person. I think it's time for me now to bring back balance into my life. All right, so now let's clarify the present and the future card, okay? Let's start with the present moment first. So the thing is that this person thinks, okay, this person is aware that you guys are willing to collaborate or compromise or reconcile with these individuals. But they're now in a period where they're studying you from top to bottom about where your skepticism comes from. Why couldn't you trust them? Let's see the Four of Swords in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in upper position. The Three of Wands in upper position. The Page of Cups in upper position. As I was saying earlier, this person is going to be focusing a lot more on their money, in their work, or in their businesses, while also at the same time waiting for you guys to either offer them an apology or for you guys to do something that fixes this connection. That's in the now, though. So let's clarify the Hierophant from your side. Seven of Swords in upper position. Page of Wands in upper position. Emperor in upper position. Okay. There's something about you guys feel that you're being taken for granted, that you're being played by someone who is immature and this person is taking things from you. And I feel that in the now, you guys are taking back your power. You're standing strong, trying to establish your boundaries and your authorities here. In your mind, you're like, if that person can behave so selfishly, I could do that too. You're standing strong. I don't feel that just because you have a lot of emotions towards this person, you would want to compromise these boundaries are yours. Let's see the Knight of Pentacles in our proposition. Five of Swords. Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. Even though sometimes you guys are, in Asia we call it gala, which means that you're like, oh, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. What if? You're thinking of trying to give these connections a breath of fresh air, but I feel that deep down inside you're getting stronger because you know that you need to be establishing your own boundaries and your own authorities into these connections so that at least the equilibrium would be equal this time. So now let's get into the future. Okay, let's see the Knight of Swords. All right, so Aquarius, Hangman from their side clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, and also the King of Swords on opposition. This person is really trying to manifest you to do something in regards to these connections, and they're standing there very stubbornly in the future. At first, okay? At first, they're going to be standing there really quite stubbornly here, like, no. Aquarius is the one who's supposed to be doing something towards me. And I'm very stubborn about it. I'm very particular about it. Like, it ain't happening unless Aquarius would do something towards me. However, towards their dismay, okay, for some of you, if you guys are dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this person might do something that would, or a Gemini or Virgo, this person might do something that would try to attract you to do something towards them. Maybe they would want to hang around near your workplace more, or, you know, just doing things, okay? They would try to do that, but I feel that if that were to happen, you guys wouldn't really care. This person might trying to be stubborn, but you guys are much more stubborn this time. You're like, no. Not doing it. Like, I won't fall into that trap. I won't be attracted. I won't be pulled to do that. From your side, you're like, you're the one who's supposed to be doing that to me. And I feel that it's gonna take quite an easy time for you, though, to be honest with you. For some of you, you guys might be traveling or planning to travel, or just gonna try to learn something new. And then right after, they're realizing that you could be more stubborn than they are. Okay, they're gonna get hurt because they're like, well, like, not working. Like, is Aquarius really doesn't want anything to do with me? Because it's different. For them, it's like they're pretending not to care, whereas for you, you're like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, no. Even when they have the Four Swords in reverse, they're trying to give you the impression that they don't care, they're not thinking much about it. But again, it's an act. From your side, it's real. You know what I mean? So it just backfired on them. So once you've managed to... Now here's the thing. I don't believe that tarot could actually predict timing, because there's no way in hell, yeah, there is a book written out there somewhere that Anisa at exactly this date, this hour, this second, I'm going to be clapping. No, we have free will. So it depends on what type of energy you guys are, so that you could be attracting these type of energy. So when you guys just don't think about these individuals anymore, when you guys are just putting like a lot of time, a lot of efforts into your work, a lot of things into the things that you've been neglecting when you've been so focused on this person, that's when this person would have to take a good look and be very reflective over, was I the selfish one? I could see them, if you guys had a fight through text or, well, maybe in person, they would try to reflect on those fights and to really reflect, like, was I really the selfish one? Is it fair for me to expect Aquarius to do that, or am I really supposed to be the one that does that? They're going to be treating you like a very dangerous burning building. But again, as I was saying earlier, they're going to come in when you're no longer focused here. You're going to focus on balancing your life. So this is just going to come when you least expect it, all right? So if you're still waiting, if you're still anxious about it, if you're still doing this and that, when it comes to disconnections, I just don't think that that's going to happen. However, when you really, really don't care anymore and when you least expect it, that's when this is going to happen. All right. So now let's pull some advice card for you here, Aquarius. All right. Wow. 3 cups in reverse, 6 of swords in upright position, the 9 of wands in upright position. You don't trust them. You're very skeptical of these individuals. You feel that. Now, here's the thing. I relate to this because I have Venus in Aquarius, and similar to Aquarians that I know, and my daughter is also an Aquarius, that the ideal love for you is when there is an aspect of you guys have a strong friendship bond and also a loving bond, romantic bond. It cannot be separated from the two. And I feel that in the now, you feel that that friendship aspect is gone. Like, it's difficult to talk to those individuals. It's awkward. You know what I mean? So instead of kind of like roaming and just thinking about it and everything like that, you really need to stop thinking about it and try to move to calmer water. No decision sometimes is the best decision. Okay. And throughout time, you have the 9 of wands in reverse here. Throughout times, I think, if you don't want to deal with this person anymore, it's okay. But I feel that this advice here has a lot to do with you needing to move to calmer water so that you don't get skeptical of other people all the time. You don't get anxious. You don't become wary, like, oh, what does this person want with me? Is this person is really telling a lie? I don't believe it. Blah, 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 blah. No. If you move on to calmer water and just kind of like bring back balance into your life, everything will settle good. Okay. So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Aquarius. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I hope you have a great week ahead. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.